Previously on Cayman News.
I got a court summons, and I have to go to appear in court in a week from right now. And that normally wouldn't be a problem, but I have to appear in court in El Paso next Sunday night. My car is still in the shop. Do you think you could give me a ride to El Paso next Sunday night?
Since my car is spotty, maybe we could borrow Soy Teresa's grandpa's antique bus.
Okay. Yeah, if you can talk her into it, I'd be down. But I guess this means that next week, for the first time ever...
Hello, Caveman News and listeners. It's Cindy with some astrology. So I know you guys are in El Paso, and that got me thinking I should see, since El Paso shares a border with Juarez, what kind of astrology people in Mexico might experience besides the type that we experience here in the States, which largely originated in Mesopotamia. I mean, it didn't originate there, but that's the type that we follow kind of was honed in Mesopotamia, I think. Anyway, I discovered Aztec astrology. Really cool, pretty accurate in terms of personality descriptors. I'm not going to read through all of what I found, but I would suggest Googling Aztec astrology and maybe checking out ola.com, OLA.com. That's the one I thought was most interesting. Yeah, so give that a try. Otherwise, I thought the only really useful thing I could say for today and tomorrow is that Moon is changing from being in Scorpio to Sagittarius. So we are coming from a few days of feeling a little more serious and intense, intuitive, focused, all that stuff, to a lighter feeling, as is associated with Sagittarius, the eternal teenager and adventurer. So it's time to lighten up, have a little fun, maybe take a road trip somewhere.
We are.
Yeah, let go of all those serious, sexy, sensual, chaotic thoughts. Bye.
Goodbye, and welcome. Live from El Paso, I am here with a man that is as nice as Sherman Helmsley, but 3 times as hip. He was gracious enough to join us on tonight's trip. Welcome to El Paso. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Pepito. I'm sorry the moon has you acting up FR Bratatouille. Oh, wait, Pepito's gone. He's not here. What the hell happened? Ay. We can't not have Pepito. Hold on, I have to... Everything is different with this El Paso setup, so let me figure out where Pepito went to. Okay, he is not there. Oh, wait, hang on. Is he back? There was just some action in our little backstage room, but yeah, I can't see anything because that monitor is too far away from me. Let me see. Soy Teresa is relaxed. Okay, no Pepito. I guess we should just get started with the show. That seems like the right thing to do. And Big sip. See, there he is. That's what we needed out of Pepito. A good big sip. Thank you, Soy Teresa. Yeah, I hope. Oh, I'm seeing some action in our backstage room, and possibly he is about to show up. But maybe we should start things off with his beat and introduce the show. So, ladies and gentlemen, we spent all of our money to buy a lot of gaso. It's episode 42, El Paso. That was the wrong button. There.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to El Paso.
You're listening to too much hip hop and heavy metal.
We're looking at the haunted history of El Paso.
From El Paso's made us everything that we are.
5 things to know before you go. The PASO. 5 things to know before you go. The PASO.
A lot of the people I used to skate with in El Paso.
I'm Sherman Hemsley, and I am a resident of El Paso.
Chico's Tacos, what the hell's that? El Paso tradition.
So I'm sure this will just whet your appetite for what's coming tomorrow, yes.
Yes, Pepito. Do you know what that beat was?
What do you
Okay.
mean?
Oh. Yes, continue, please.
I said, what do you mean by that?
I'm asking you if you know what that beat was, and if you do not, then
That
I'm
was
going
El-
to let you know
That
that
was
it
El
was.
Paso. For
I was going to
episode
say that it.
42.
What?
Episode 42's beat El Paso.
Yeah, I mean, not incorrect. That is 100% what that beat was.
The P.
But I was going to add to. I was going to add to that and say the beat was spectacular. Thank you very much, Pepito. I'm going to give you. You weren't here for your applause, so let's hit it one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Pepito. Golly. Pepito, we made it to El Paso.
LP.
And you know who else joined us here? I mean, you know, but the audience at home doesn't know. So I will let them know. We have our junior producer in the hotel room with me. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Cobra. Or it should have been. I hit the button. What the hell is going on? That's not what I wanted. Aye, not yet with the... Jeez Louise. Everything is happening way too much. Where's my Cobra cam? Sorry, I have to get out my magnifying glass. Ah. There he is. Are you happy to see him?
Oh, yeah. What
You
a
should
big
be.
guy. Oh. First Cobra
Alright.
viewing of the night.
What the hell? Why are you doing that? I mean, it's funny. I don't hate it, I guess. Okay, let's go back to us. Why is this doing that? No, I don't want that to play yet. Golly, spoilers. Aye, spoilers. What the hell is happening? Okay. That's all right. That's the wrong. Yes, we get a juicy in the chat. I accidentally spoiled it. Pepito, I don't know if you realize this, but the show is getting off to a peculiar start.
Yes, absolutely.
And how are you doing today? Did I ask you that?
Not yet. So good.
Thank you very much. We are in it. Absolutely.
Welcome.
Welcome to El Paso. As you may have seen on the previously on Caveman News segment that started the show off, last week at the very end of the episode, there was a knocking at the door, and it turned out to be a process server. And I was summoned to court here in El Paso, and I was able to assist the Caveman News crew to come and join me here in El Paso. But we got here, and there was a note on the courtroom door, you know, the thing that goes like that. There's a note on the door, and it said that the judge is not feeling too good, went home with a tummy ache, and I am going to have to stay in El Paso until the 27th of this month. I'm sorry, Pepito, to break that to you. Do you think you could stay with me?
I'll try. El Paso's fine. It'll be fun.
It's no Carlsbad, though, but
Yeah,
I'm saying I think we're going to be stuck here all month. Jeez Louise. El Paso, the El Paso episode has turned into an El Paso month, unfortunately.
Come on,
But
dude.
who said come on, dude? Soy Teresa did. And Soy Teresa, I'm very sorry. I hate to break it to you that Caveman News is going to have to be broadcasting live from El Paso for the rest of the month. But Pepito, you made a segment, didn't you, about our travels to El Paso?
A vlog, a travel vlog.
Yes, you did. Hang on, I'm going to put down my microphone real quick. Do you have anything you need to introduce it?
Well, this other day when we took off, it was you, I, and producer Nico driving her great grandpa's antique bus, and we had an adventure traveling from Carlsbad to El Paso. We saw many things and did many things.
God, I was exhausted just by the travel to get here.
Oh, I know. And we also did a lot of walking and hiking and teleporting, seeing the Cthulhu.
Okay. Well, why don't we show your segment about our travels? And would you mind narrating it? Because it is a silent film.
Sure.
Did you shoot this all on 16 millimeter? Is that why it's silent?
Yeah, VHS.
Oh, 16 millimeter VHS. Damn. Someday they're going to come out with the 16 millimeter VHS that can record audio, but unfortunately, we're not that advanced yet. So I say we watch the segment, but I'm going to have to get out my magnifying glass to figure out which button I need to press. Okay. Segment. I think it's this one. All right, Pepito. I will try to play some beautiful music in the background for you.
Okay. Hello. Yes. Here we go. This is us.
Who's that?
Headquarters
Who's in the
Carlsbad.
The bus?
And then we're taking off. That's the bus passing the food jet. We're on Canal Street. Oh shoot. Soy Street, Nico. And then we drove from Carlsbad to White City, to the Carlsbad Caverns. We've seen bats. There were many bats, big bats, humongous bats. They swarmed. And we were back on the road. But
That was a scary
Noise
part.
isolation pilot plant truck had a spill. So, Nico being the top-notch producer she is, she took us through back roads, divert away from the tragic spill. To the the Guadalupe National Park, where we hiked to the Guadalupe Peak and conquered it. Demographic troop. We got to the Cult of Cthulhu Corporation headquarters. The Cthulhu
That was
monster.
Cthulhu.
And then on our way out,
What is
El
that?
Paso,
Oh yeah, that part.
we saw the UFO, which then suddenly we were teleported even faster to finish our trip to El Paso.
Wow. Wow, and there's us pulling into town, right?
In El Paso.
Oh
Yep.
shit.
Sightseeing. Soy tree. Driving the bus to the zoo where we saw lions.
Uh-oh. Cobra was so
And then
pissed.
we had Chico's Tacos.
Wow. Wait.
Yes, very much
Did
so.
it not play the Chico's Tacos part?
I saw it.
That's weird. I thought you caught footage of us at Chico's Tacos.
I did.
But for some reason it did not show up.
I saw it. So Teresa saw it. That's all I needed to know.
Okay. Sorry. I'm far away from my in this El Paso hotel room where I have to, I guess, stay for the rest of the month. I can't have my monitor right in front of me, so I have it set extremely far away, and it is hard for me to see. So I'm just pretending to be able to see what is on the stream. And let me get my glasses back. Cinderoni in the chat says that bus was beautiful, and it absolutely was. Pepito, you cleaned that bus up very nice. For those unaware, producer Nico's. What's up?
It was a very well preserved bus and taken care of already. Keeping it clean.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. We got something here in the chat, Pepito. Rego Rav says Chico's Tacos sucks, and that's sucks with an X and 3 U's. And it says, but that just an opinion I hold dearly.
Man, there's so much food out there. So
yeah, what do you I don't I forgot eating Chico's Tacos today. I've been on a low amount of food diet.
Me too. A lot of traveling.
Exactly. Well, now that we're stuck in El Paso for a month, there's so many places to get to. Let's see. Okay, so we did I can't see anything today. What does Rega Rav say? What sights did you see in El Paso? Pepito, what were your favorite sights we saw today?
The courthouse that you got.
Right.
Downtown. We saw all the historic sites. Yeah, we went down Montana Road. Saw
Montana Road.
Yeah.
Those were some of my favorite ones. But
Porfirio Diaz.
Oh yes, I remember that. Should we have a lot to get to in the show proper. But believe it or not, we are once again. Geez, Louise, it's almost 30 minutes in. We should call Sean, don't you think?
Heck yes.
We
Oh,
tried
yeah.
last week and he didn't answer. And then when we got done with the stream, I checked my phone and there was a text message from Sean that said, I was washing up, lol. And then I got another text message from him today that said he would be out of work and waiting for our call. So, Pepito, do you want to hang on? We're getting a message here in the chat from Cinderoni. We used to go to El Paso to go to the Cielo Vista Mall and eat at Olive Garden, the fanciest restaurant ever when I was 15. I don't know if you know this, Pepito, but producer Nico is maybe the world's biggest Olive Garden fan, at least from the way I remember it.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
And then Soy Trees in the chat says, oh yeah, back to school shopping. It was a luxury experience. Oh, I think Soy Teresa did not approve of me revealing her love of Olive Garden. Let's call Sean. Why don't you call the Caveman News hotline, Pepito? Here's the number. Actually, let's play the jingle. We have such a cool jingle. Oh, wait. I thought we did, but I don't have a button for it, I think. But I am. Here we go. Okay. Pepito, are you there?
I am.
Okay. Now let's try this one more time. I'm going to hit flash, and we should hear a dial tone. And then I'm going to dial Sean, and when he picks up, I'm going to merge the phone calls, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go. Flash. 575 6 80 50 72. Again.
Hello.
John.
Jeff. Hey.
Conda here. Pepito, are you on the line?
Pepito. It is up in the chat.
Nice.
Hey, what's up? I can actually hear you now. That's cool.
Nice.
All together.
We got it all figured out. How you doing, John?
Got you now. I'm good. I've just got off of work and I'm just chilling. I'm good.
Absolutely. This will be your first time back on the show since you were elected to be the professional movie reviewer of the show. Do you have a movie that you can review?
Yeah, I actually went and saw that new Alien movie.
Okay, how was it?
It was good. It was really good. So like in it, they like do another evolution of like the alien.
Oh wow.
Genome or whatever, and then also like they show more of it's like, you know how like the alien thing like pops out of your chest and then it just like got big.
Oh wow.
You know how they never like showed how that little like alien parasite, like how it got big. It just like got big out of nowhere.
Right.
Yeah, they actually show like how it pods up and then like gets bigger. So it's kind of cool.
Nice.
But the suspense in it was really good. Like it actually like made you kind of like get on the edge of your seat, and like the cinematography is just really good in it.
Nice. I enjoyed it as well. Bratatouille in the chat said, I liked the Alien movie. How many of the Alien movies have you seen, Sean?
What's that?
How many of the Alien movies have you seen?
I've seen them all.
Okay. Which one's your favorite?
I like the original. And then I like the Prometheus. series too. I thought those were pretty good.
Pepito, did you have something to say there?
I like Prometheus.
Yeah, Prometheus was fun. I can't remember. I've seen them all. I'm well versed. I am an alien expert now. I think I've seen all the movies. I haven't seen Alien versus Predator, but are there any movies, Sean, that you are looking forward to seeing?
Okay, so one of my favorite book series is the Dune series.
Fuck yeah.
And so I haven't seen the second one. I don't know why I haven't seen it yet, but I'm going to watch the second one probably sometime tonight. And I'm looking forward to watching that one.
Nice. What theater? Or at home?
My room.
Okay. You got a nice setup?
Yeah, it's all right. I do. Yeah, I have a pretty nice setup.
Nice. So, what else? Is there any other movie-related content that you would like to talk about while we're on air here? Any all-time favorites?
I mean, yeah, that's tough because there's just so many good movies, really, you know?
Right.
I was going to say, there's this movie called 24 Hour Party People.
Oh, yes.
And that's like one of my all-time favorites that I watch like all the time. I try to like rewatch and recap on. And so, yeah, that's probably the first one that pops in my head that I really like a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Soy Therese in the chat says that's a CJ movie, and I agree. Did you ever watch that with CJ? That seems like a CJ movie. There are certain movies that are just CJ movies, and they always will be.
Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, I remember the first time I watched it. It was like me, CJ, Dana.
Oh yeah.
And like a whole bunch of other people. Like, yeah, we were all watching it and drinking beer.
Yeah.
And so it was kind of cool.
Nice.
It's very like nostalgic for me. Let's put it that way.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Dana, do you talk to Dana much?
No.
Me
But he's
either.
my friend on Facebook.
We got to get him on this show. That's my goal. In the chat, Nico asked, this is our episode. It was supposed to be our one and only episode about El Paso, but now it looks like we are stuck having to do an entire El Paso month. So we're going to be digging into the El Paso history for the rest of this month. Do you have any El Paso stories? Nico asked that in the chat.
Okay, so when I was in Arsenic Anna, we went on like this little tour thing. We tried at least. And we made it to Yuma before our van blew up.
Yeah.
And I remember at the last show, I threw a guitar over like all these people. All these people hated us. So we were at like some like metal hardcore show, and we were just playing a bunch of noise.
Yeah.
And they hated us. Oh my God, they hated us. And I loved it. That shit just fueled me. I remember that shit used to just fuel the shit out of me. And I threw my guitar over like a whole bunch of people.
Nice.
And it hit this guy's drum set.
Wow.
And I felt so bad. I remember, but I was so mad too. And it ended up being Amzi, his drum set from this band called the Walrus Defeat.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
They invited me to go on the rest of their tour.
Was
so instead of
was Feed the Walrus Defeat? Was that Amzi / Shia?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, he was supposed to be on this show once.
I ended up going on tour with them, and then I ended up going back to El Paso with them.
Yeah.
And I stayed in El Paso for a couple of days with Anthony. That's how I like met them. That's how like I got affiliated with those guys. But like I just remember him like taking me all over El Paso, and it was the most wild cowboy shit I've ever. It was just insane. Like those guys were just so wild. I remember, and yeah, I just have really good memories of Amzi, I guess, and like that band. Really.
Yeah. Wow. Well, that's incredible. Thank you for being on the show. Would you be down to come back in a week's time?
Yeah, I'll definitely keep my phone on me too. It was kind of a wild couple weeks, but like I'm settled down now. So.
Yeah. Shit has mellowed in the Sean Norris world. Okay.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much. It was beautiful to talk to you. Later.
All right, see you guys later.
Wow. Can you believe that, Pepito? After all these weeks, we finally got the man on the show. And Soy Charisse in the chat says, our friend CJ had strong opinions and refined taste. May he rest in peace. A Caveman News influence for sure. And do you agree with that, Pepito?
Of course.
Absolutely.
That guy is awesome.
This has been a wild week trying to prepare for El Paso, writing down here, convincing Soy Charissa to let us borrow the antique bus from the early 1900s to drive it down here to El Paso. So one thing that got left on the table, the to-do list, it remained on the to-do list, is making a new set of credits. And I really think we should give CJ a credit on this show. He needs to be, what do you think? I don't know. What's a good title for CJ? Do you have one? All right.
Man.
Oh, yeah. Soy Trees in the chat says critic. Oh, but then she says JK. I don't know. We need to think of a great title for CJ to put into the credits. That would be absolutely wonderful. I say we should start talking about some El Paso stuff. Was there anything that you enjoyed in El Paso when you were a child that isn't there today when we went driving around? Pepito, are you there? I can see him. Okay. Well, maybe he doesn't have a response. Let's just move on. Soy Chorizo says, Pepito, can you hear Conda?
No.
You can't? You can't hear me?
Couldn't say that. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm just waiting for you to speak a sentence.
No, I couldn't say that anything can come to mind.
Oh, okay. Well, one thing that came to mind for me was...
Oh.
Can you not hear me? Okay. I don't know.
Hello.
Hi. I think Pepito is having some problems. There is a new technical difficulties sound alert.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm pretty sure the stream can hear you. I think what happened is I'm in this hotel on the good side, well, the side of El Paso with the good internet. And it seems like maybe Pepito is yeah, he's on the side of El Paso with the bad internet. Soy Chorizo said his screen is going crazy. I can barely see his screen. But you know Pepito, I'm sure he'll be back on. We should just press on with the show. And one of the things I wanted to say is that I was really looking forward to coming to El Paso and seeing one of my favorite sites, the beautiful Asarco Tower. I was so excited to see it, and it looked like David Copperfield made that shit disappear because I was scanning the horizon. You know, it's the big tower, and I couldn't see it, and that was very okay. Soy Teresa says looks better now.
Yay.
But I looked into it to see where the Asarco Tower went, and I did find out.
There goes. Oh, yeah.
I loved that last little part. The oh shit, very cool. Pepito, are you back yet?
I'm back.
Okay, absolutely. The other thing I was really disappointed to see was gone is, do you remember the Kern Place gate?
No, I don't think I've ever seen it.
Well, let's take a look.
Ooh.
Right? I told you there's not going to be much reading on this episode, but I do have one thing for you to read. Are you prepared?
Prepared. Wow. The Iron Gate contains swastikas. The Kern family crest of 444 electric light. The family crest and 444 electric light globes that illuminated the words Kern Place over the center of the gate. It also had a Zondias calendar, totem poles from Alaska, and spelled out Kern Place. The symbolism of the gate was meant to express ideas about the brotherhood of man, light, life, health, and wealth, according to the El Paso Herald-Post. Kern wanted the gate to remain forever as a monument and his legacy to the generation here and who will come after them. Pieces of the gate were taken over time by vandals, leaving only the pillars of stone. Eventually, the entire gate was dismantled in '54 during a street widening project. A new gate has been proposed and built in 2017 as part of the Sun City Lights project. The proposed gate is meant to reference the old Kern Place gate and will be located on Cincinnati Street.
Wow. I think it's beautiful. And yeah, we need to get rid of the swastikas, but I really think that the Kern Place gate should come back, and I miss it incredibly, and it has been gone since what was that? Did it say 1954?
Yeah.
I think it did. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's time to bring it back. The Kern Place gate. And they started trying to get things started in 2017, but how many years ago was that? 7?
Yeah.
Jeez. I mean, I would offer for us to rebuild the Kern Place gate. I don't think that would be outside of our talent pool. Shancho Villa is in the chat. He says it's pretty cool looking, lol.
Lol.
Yeah. But yeah, we need to start keeping a calendar of things that we have pledged to do. Next year, we bring back the outlaw cities of Phoenix and Lone Wolf, and I run for mayor of both. The year after that, 2026, you are going to scale the courthouse and do the human bomb routine, aren't you?
Yes.
What was? I think we had something the year after that.
Jesus.
I don't know.
Keep up
Me
with
either.
us.
I don't know. Whatever. But if we have time, maybe we will rebuild the Kern Place gate. Who knows? Crazier things have happened. I went to the headquarters of the El Paso newspaper today. I think it's called the El Paso Chronicle. I don't know if you remember, Pepito, but that was when you were taking a nap.
Yes, big nap.
Big nap. Bratatouille in the chat says, replace the swastikas with hearts. I think that could be good. But again, the Current Place gate had swastikas, but that was 1919. Hitler just copied him, you know? He's a big copier, I think.
He adopted that symbol and made it his own.
No, he didn't. He stole it, and he's a piece of shit. Fuck that guy. I'll say it. The official stance of Caveman News is fuck Hitler. We're going to make that bold statement tonight.
Yes, fuck Hitler.
But I was trying to say, I snuck out and went to the archives of the El Paso Chronicle today, and I just looked for, if we're stuck here in El Paso, and we are doing El Paso-centric shows and topics for the rest of the month, why not look through the local newspaper to see what they say about Carlsbad, you know? Doesn't that make sense?
Makes sense, yes.
See what El Paso has to say. See what shit they're talking. And I looked into it and I saw this in the archives, one of the first mentions I saw about El Paso. Can you read the headline? Just the headline.
Carlsbad peaches get top prices in New York market.
Yes, absolutely. Do you indulge frequently in Carlsbad peaches?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You do? Wow.
Move into Carlsbad. Gonna eat a lot of peaches.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I am so glad that you said that. I personally am not well versed in Carlsbad peaches. Sean Chovia in the chat says lol. And Cinderella says, damn those Seabad peaches though. And I personally have very little experience with our local grown peaches, but I do know that Carlsbad is still heavily involved in the peaches game. And would you like to take a look at some of the modern peaches?
Yes.
I should have done it. There we go. Juicy peach.
Chancho's favorite place.
Doesn't that look appetizing?
Ooh. Yelp review. 5 stars.
Yes. I love to down some juicy peach. That's the only way I can start my day, is to head out to the juicy peach.
Juicy.
And here's what I think of Trump roll.
Yes, that is what I think as well. Pepito, what do you want to do for the rest of the month? Since we're stuck here in El Paso, what should we do?
Eat.
I mean, for the show, we're going to have to eat. I mean, it's inevitable.
Oh, what we do every week.
But we're not in Carlsbad, and we can't. I mean, should we cover Carlsbad topics while we're here in El Paso?
No, there's topics here as well.
Oh yeah. Soy Teresa says, I want to go to the Beers and Babes. I used to live right by there. One of the times that I moved away from Carlsbad. And it was so good.
Oh.
But
Beers
yeah,
and
I agree. I think that there's a ton of Soy Teresa says the Beers and Babes is way better than the Juicy Peach. And I don't know. I'm kind of offended by that.
I haven't had
You know?
either. I can't say a thing.
Right. And you don't drink beer anyway, so.
Yeah. That's an old thing.
For sure, for sure. But what if this is episode 42. And we've had topics, I think, since episode 6. I mean, the first few episodes were very freeform without direction or topic, as you recall, right?
It was just you.
No, the first episode was just me, and then you joined on the second episode. So you can't say it was just me when you started episode 2. That seems unfair. I'm seeing a lot in the chat here.
You had a couple before I came back from my trip.
Yeah, but your first episode was episode 2, and then you got banished for wearing an Artesia Bulldogs shirt on the stream, and you missed like 3 or 4 episodes, something like that. But I'm just trying to say that topics has been an important part of Caveman News, and I was thinking today, what if we looked at some of the topics we've covered and thought about how we could. What's up?
Oh, I think I see where you're going with this.
No, finish.
Were you gonna say just take some topics we've already covered, but maybe how they relate to El Paso?
Yes. Off the top of your head, can you remember all the episodes we've done?
Forgery, explosions, Satan, smoking, cigarettes, holy episode.
I'm gonna say that you can't remember all 36 episodes off the top of your head, and there's no shame in that. That happens to everybody. But I did prepare, and here is an automatic scrolling of the episode topics that we've done. So, what do we have? Do you have your calendar?
Yeah.
I can do it. No, it's fine. If you don't got it,
it's here.
Okay. How many Sundays until the 27th? Between now and the 27th?
There's 2 more.
Okay, so we need 2 topics. Which of these 2 topics do you think we should cover while we're here in El Paso?
Dances.
Oh, you want to do Chautauqua?
That's crazy. Perfect.
It's weird because for some reason I had never heard of Chautauqua before we did that topic. But for some reason on YouTube, that is the most popular Caveman News episode. And initially, my initial thought would be, oh, it's just a topic everybody's interested in. But are there that many Chautauqua heads out there? I don't know.
There are.
We could do El Paso Chautauqua. What do you want?
Should do a drawing. We should put every topic into a little thing and pick them.
Okay. I thought maybe somebody in the chat would have a request, but I don't know. I say we pick 2 of these and do them for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, Chautauqua is so cool.
It is. Are you looking at the chat?
Now I am.
Wow. The new El Paso Pepito. He's got the chat. And that's great because I can't see anything these days. It is. The neurologist said that I'm legally blind in my right eye and not so hot in my left. So it's pretty bad. But yeah, maybe we could do Chautauqua. Do you have one other episode that you think we should do, Pepito?
Ooh, it's explosions. That was a
Okay.
fun one. Or rodeo.
El Paso explosions.
We
I
could
don't
do-
even know any El Paso explosions.
Well, the rodeo, because we lost the first rodeo. Redo a rodeo.
Right? Yeah, that's the rodeo episode we did is lost to to time because for those unaware, well, you can watch live every week at cavemannews.com/live. The service that we use to broadcast this show is Twitch, and Twitch only keeps the episodes up for a week. And after we did the rodeo episode, I forgot to download it before it was deleted in a week. And so that one is lost to time. We need to someday just play the beat because I loved your beat for that episode and I hate that it's lost to time.
It's all right. You go to SoundCloud, Caveman News.
Oh yeah. Do you know that the address?
SoundCloud.com/Caveman News.
SoundCloud.com/Caveman News. Pepito took all of the beats that he has made for this show and compiled them all in one place. And I highly recommend that you check it out because it is. I love the beats. I tell you that every week. You know, you never believe me, but I really do. Cinderoni says, OMG, thank you for that info. Shancho Villa says the devil and rodeo would be two cool topics. Hey, maybe we'll cover some of these topics, like more than one topic in an episode, you know?
Yeah.
I could see us doing that.
We're so capable now. Now that the watch together isn't there.
Right. We and for those that don't know, the Watch Together was the service that we would use to watch together videos, and Pepito would put together his VJing list of videos for us to watch each week, but we figured out we don't really want to just sit there and watch videos all the time, right?
Yeah, and it doesn't work out very good.
Nah, it causes my computer to foul up and all of these things. It's untoward and not very fun. Was there anything else that you wanted to get to tonight?
No, I'm just happy to be in El Paso, hanging out. Probably gonna go for a walk later.
I know a good devil topic that's El Paso based.
Ooh,
I used to live right, not in the middle, but on the the line going this way of the Devil's Triangle here in El Paso. And so, why don't we do next week rodeo and the devil? What about those two topics? From an El Paso perspective, covering both of those next week.
Sounds good. Sounds like we got our episode cut out for us.
Yeah, there was a long thing in the chat, but before I could read it, it was whatever. It was something Cinderoni said, but Soy Teresa says she's never heard of it, but Soy Teresa is intrigued. So if Soy Teresa is intrigued, it might be cool as hell, you know?
Yeah. That's
absolutely
true.
For sure. I wish Cobra would come back. He went into the other end of the hotel room here, and so we can't sign off with him. Pepito, do you have anything last words to say on this episode before we call it?
Well, thank you for watching, and always remember, the choice is yours.
Absolutely. Pepito, I'll see you tomorrow. Let's go cruising around El Paso and seeing the sights. Maybe we can
Cruising
start
with
collecting.
homies.
What's up?
Nothing. So we're gonna go cruising, rolling.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can go cruising and look for some material to rebuild the current gate. I don't know. We'll figure it out tomorrow. Thank you, everybody in the chat. This has been fun. Pepito, let's jam it out.
Just jam it out.
Okay. Whoops. I erased my loop somehow. Let's get a loop going.
Hello, Caveman News and listeners. It's Cindy with some astrology. So I know you guys are